Hello and welcome to I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit 2, the Summer of Sequels.
What?
A show where we discuss sequels from our childhood, our nostalgia for watching them as kids, how these franchises got made yet again, and our experiences rewatch them as adults. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Warner, and joining me as always, Matthew Pelton.
This fucking guy.
You were barking before we
That
started.
is not true. I hopped on Zoom. I was very
I'm keeping the audio
respectable.
in.
No, don't. No. No. I'm gonna get in
You
trouble.
try and lie and then forget that I edit the show.
You edit, but like, do you? Okay, let me explain. I have a theory because I don't listen to the Greenlit episodes,
Right.
but I know enough that I'm like, here's what I think happens. I think Nick edits, but he leaves in all my bad bits and like stumbles. If I stutter, I think you just keep it in. Be like, look at this fucking loser. And then your audio is like pristine and beautiful. You never say anything off-colored. Like, you're great.
No, I do a pretty good job at keeping us both
Keeping
not
in your
canceled.
bad shit as well.
Yeah. No. Cutting out all the bad shit.
No, I want people to know it's mostly Nick that says like the horrible cancel stuff.
Sure.
Nick is like, it's really bad.
Yeah, right. We'll go with that.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. But like,
We'll
if
go
an
with that.
episode's an hour and a half, like for instance, I think like the RCS episode's an hour and a half. The truth, I want people to know this is the objective. I always lie on the show. It's like a little bit. But the truth is that the recording's actually like 3 hours, and a lot of it is like World War II didn't even happen, and it's like JFK is still alive. I'm like, dude, you can't say that.
I'm trimming out just that one bit, and that's our clip.
Sick.
Out of
Bang,
context,
just that sound
you're
bit
gone.
of me saying World War II wasn't real.
Yeah, you're gone.
I should probably stop saying it.
You need to not.
World War II wasn't real. Oh.
All right, our show, Vietnam's gone. Our show's
we're
like
done.
fully
We're cooked.
canceled. And you're
Just know it's
fired,
Nick.
by the way. You're gone.
I didn't do anything.
You're no longer a host.
No,
and
I'm innocent.
You're being replaced by our guest today. We'll
Well,
bring her in.
speaking of,
We do have a guest today. Nicole Spirito, welcome back to I Can't Believe This Got Greenlit. You're on
Thank you.
Summer of Sequels. How do you feel?
I honestly feel so honored to be here. I'm
as you
so
should.
excited.
Thank you.
Yes.
Do you
I'm
feel like a sequel?
very excited.
This
Do
is
I,
your.
do I,
mean, it-
feel like a sequel?
Maybe this is your first time on Greenlit 2. No.
This
It is
true.
her first time on Greenlit too, but this is her third appearance.
That
So
is
we're
true.
we're completing the trilogy here today.
That's true. And then you were banned.
No, she's the new
Oh.
co-host.
No.
I'm taking over.
Where do you think I
Yeah.
got my controversial opinions from?
Probably
me.
not Nicole.
Dude, she looks innocent. You can't trust her.
You can't just lie
We
the
live
entire
together.
episode.
She says crazy
You
shit, dude.
can't just lie the whole entire
true.
episode.
It's
Lying,
true.
everyone.
It's true. It's not a lie. I want people to know that I am a victim of Nick Warner and Nicole Spirito. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll run with that. You know who's not a victim, though? Scooby-Doo. So today we're talking about
He might be.
the 2004 film Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. Nicole, I'm going to start with you for childhood stories, because obviously we did the first Scooby-Doo together, and we all had a great time, and now we're talking Scooby-Doo 2. And I know in that episode we had all kind of quietly agreed that Scooby-Doo 2 was like the pinnacle. So let's hear your childhood stories.
Honestly, I think this one and the first one were just very big staples, like, together. I feel
Yeah.
like I have more memories of watching the first Scooby-Doo just because that one, like, the beginning scared me for some reason, but then also it was just, like, such a big moment in my childhood. But I do remember, I feel like for some reason I randomly remember the, like, opening scenes the most out of
Yeah.
both of them.
100%.
So when I was watching this one, it was definitely bringing back memories of that. But other than that, it was just, Fred was one of my crushes, but Shaggy was the one. Like,
Yeah.
Shaggy was the one for me, for sure.
A true hottie. Yeah, that opening scene with the museum is very iconic. Like, it's incredible. Pelton,
Yes.
childhood stories. Let's hear them.
Wow, I thought you'd never ask. Okay, when it comes to Scoober Doober, I believe we talked about this in the first one.
Yes.
But the first one is fucking hot garbage, dude. And this one is where it's at.
Okay.
And for most of my life, I was like, oh, the live action Scooby-Doo movies. And I had all these memories of the films, all these scenes. I loved them as a kid. And I always thought, because I feel like the general opinion is the first one is like the classic one.
Yeah.
The second one exists, and then they never made one again.
Right.
But then, like in high school or freshman year of Emerson maybe, I don't remember, but I watched both. And I had zero fucking memories of the first one. I was like, oh my God, I got this wrong my whole life. And I watched the second one, and I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I remember every scene, every beat of this movie I know by heart.
Yeah.
I fucking love Scooby-Doo too. Like, this is in my DNA, dude.
That's very fair. I think for me, this was one where, of course, I watched it an infinite number of times. I think I have more nostalgia behind the first one.
No.
But that being said, this is very similar to like our episode last week where we basically said that the two movies, first and second one, like kind of blend together.
Yeah, they kind of
they
merge.
all kind of just become one in my head. So I feel like that's kind of how this like one lives in my brain. Is like there's this one continuous Scooby-Doo adventure, and they have these different plot points, and you have Scrappy's and like Scrappy's a part of it, but then you have all these different monsters that are being brought back to life with this goop or whatever.
Sure.
And then I obviously watched the two movies, and you're like, okay, they're very distinct, very separate. I think, not to spoil final thoughts, but I think I like this one more. I think it is better. But again, the nostalgia with the first one, I'm a very nostalgic person, as we've talked about an infinite number of times on the show. And I think part of that plays into why I still do like the first one. But the second one, I think, clearly has like better character development and better like storyline and better villains. And it's like just overall a better movie. But that being said, in general, I think we all have a lot of Scooby-Doo nostalgia. Like, this is our third Scooby-Doo episode on this show. We had an animated one. We had 2 live-action ones. I'm sure we're going to have more in the future because there's already, like, 2 or 3 off the top of my head that I can think of that we haven't even talked about. So, that is... I'm excited about that.
Okay, I have 2 things. One's a question because basically, we say me and Nick co-host the show. I do kind of make Nick do all the work, so it's a question for you.
Sure.
And then I have a in defense of baby Nick. Which one would you like first?
Start with the question, and then we'll go into the defense, and then we'll go into production.
Okay, perfect. So, question is, we have people in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That, like, worked on the movies. Mm-hmm. We have a guest in the Hall of Fame.
We do.
We have Maddie. Probably, well, I would say you, but we just banned you. So you're done.
No, but see, that's the thing. She can't be in the Hall of Fame because when she gets awarded co-host, then that automatically disqualifies her.
Doesn't count.
Then she'll just be on every episode.
Not a guest anymore.
Okay, I'm not really a fan of this bit, but it's okay. But question.
Sure.
Can a franchise be in the Hall of Fame? Like, when we get to our 5th Scoobert-Doobert movie... Does that count?
I mean, the beauty about this show is we make the rules.
Fair.
So, theoretically, it can be.
I think it should,
but you can argue that almost every franchise that we cover on Summer of Sequels could end up in the Hall of Fame. And now, not every franchise has 5 movies.
Well,
so maybe that's
the
testament is like, you get, you know, like your Spy Kids, you're not really... I mean, I guess you could... There technically is like 4 or 5 of those. But we're probably not going to cover all of them. But, you know, you have your Scooby-Doo, you have your, like, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
you have
Narnia's
your, like,
not making it to 5.
Right. So I guess you could. I mean, we do have a guest.
True.
So, but do we send, like... the creator of the show a robe? Like, how does that work?
Well,
do we need to, like, buy all the steel books and then put a robe around the steel books?
How about this? I think if a franchise makes it into the Hall of Fame, we buy the steel books of every movie of that franchise.
Yeah.
And we just give them to ourselves.
Oh, perfect. I was going to do that anyways.
Get ourselves a gift.
Okay.
I was going to do that anyways.
Okay, cool.
Okay, great. So to answer your question, I think we can make that happen.
Okay, follow-up question.
Yeah.
What about, like, a company? Like, this is DreamWorks' 5th movie.
Bro, we're on DreamWorks' like 30th movie.
I know. Do we have to, like, go back in retrospect and, like, redo the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
But I want to send the guy on the moon a little robe.
Okay, how about this? If we do, yeah, that's okay. You know what?
That's
we can say that. Okay, yeah. You know what? I don't hate that idea because, it just shows what companies were creating movies that stayed with us.
That's
for
what I mean.
a while
That's
as a
a good
child.
point.
Yeah,
So
Pixar,
I
DreamWorks,
do think
they're on there.
that specifically because of DreamWorks and how we've already pretty much covered close to, if not more than 10 of those movies.
Probably.
I think we should set the bar at 10. I think for
okay.
franchises, we should do 10 movies. And then people and individual movies in a franchise,
5.
I think can be 5.
Okay, I'll take that deal.
All right.
So
Sold.
what I'm hearing is, in order to get Kevin Feige a role, we have to do 10 Marvel films.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take that.
Hesitation.
If we have to.
Well, I mean, I guess technically... No, yeah, it would have to be 10. It would
It'd have to be 10, right?
Yeah. Or you could theoretically do 5, because if he's an executive producer,
and it's also,
it's
you could argue
technically
it's
just
Disney.
him. But it's also just him.
True, it is just him.
So like it's
that's
the
true.
people.
It is just
it's
him.
what I'm saying. It's like
He would
if
make it into the
he
Five
worked on a
Timers
movie-
Club.
Yeah.
Shit, we could totally do that.
Yeah.
And then I'll give him a role and be like, hey, like if you have a PA gig available or something,
Right.
like let me know. You know what
Or
I
a
mean?
director
Some good
opening.
It's networking. It's networking.
Director opening on Avengers 9.
Do you have a director opening on Avengers 9? I made this short called Your Mama's Pie. You're gonna love it, Kev.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
I think that puts me up here.
And then I have a defense of Baby Nick.
yeah.
Because also I think we both said it. I don't know if Knucklehead over here said it too.
Co-host
Right.
Nicole.
When you were
Co-host.
okay.
Not but thanks.
When this bit is really getting old, guys. When you were growing up, did you also kind of merge these two in your head? Or did you have them very distinct? Like, oh no, this scene is like Scrappy-Doo with Scooby-Doo 1, and then the good stuff is Scooby-Doo 2.
I had them like merged in my head, but at the same time, I like recognized both openings were two different Scooby-Doo
Okay,
movies.
Right.
fair.
That's
But
valid.
with everything else, it kind of blended.
It kinda
together.
blends,
but
right?
I knew both openings distinctly.
I have a theory. I don't think that's a kid thing. I don't think that's on us. Because we talked about it on the first episode, but I argue that these movies are flipped. Like the first one is the gang is together and then they break up.
Within the first like 10 minutes.
Within the first 10 minutes, and Scrappy-Doo's in there. And then this one is all your iconic Scooby-Doo monsters. There's a museum. These movies should be reversed. So
I
it might
agree.
blend because it feels so strange to start with the ending essentially first.
That's fair.
I agree. I do still think even if they were flipped, it would almost feel more like a continuous story. So I feel like it would blend even more
Could
if it
be.
was
That's
that
true.
that
Yeah.
linear. But also like you do. I completely agree with your point. You do
they're
have
out
to
of
kind
order.
of change the opening of the first one a little bit because it's like
Yeah.
they're opening the museum because of all of the success
True.
of the characters, and it's like it's playing into the fact that they've been a team essentially
for a hot minute, yeah.
however long. But I think you can retroactively find a way to make that still work.
Well, it's also you could either change the first scene so it's not like a museum, or the plot point of the team breaking up. Just have them break up at the end of the museum sequence.
Right.
Yeah.
So in the first movie is just them as a team the whole time, and the second one is, oh my god, they're famous. Here's all the big villains, and then you do the breakup story.
Right.
But it's so I can't get over how weird it is that that's the first movie.
It does feel very strange.
It does. It's like
Yes.
if you start the first Avengers movie, within 5 minutes the Avengers break up.
Yeah.
Like, what just happened?
I mean, to me, it's almost like how the new DC universe is expanding. Like
you mean with
you do
three
your
Superman films back
you
to
do
back to
your
back?
Superman film, you do your Supergirl film, but now aren't they doing like the sidekick TV series from the
they're
Superman
doing
guy?
a Jimmy Olsen TV
Jimmy
show.
Olsen, yes.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
It's like what the fuck? What do we do?
I do think the DC slate, even though I'm excited because it's James Gunn, like
Of
it could
course.
be a very creative thing.
Yeah.
It's such a bizarre lineup.
It's a strange way. Like, and listen, it could be like a Guardians thing where people are like, "What is this? This makes no sense." In the timeline, we don't know who these people are, and then it ends up just working, and that's the
Yeah.
magic of the guy, all right? Like that's why he's getting paid millions of dollars to run DC. But this could just fall flat on its face.
And also, like, okay, I promise we'll go back to Scooby-Doo in a second.
Yep.
But you send me down a Superman rabbit hole. This is what happens.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, okay, the concept of, hey, new DC universe, Act 1 is called Gods and Monsters. So we're constantly going to go back and forth. Which will make your Superman and then, like, your Clayface. Like, that's a cool setup.
Sure.
Because especially, like, let's be honest, the direct competition is Marvel. Even if James Gunn worked with them, they are now competitors.
Yeah.
Marvel so rarely dips its toes into like the monster pool. Like they announced Blade, it never happened. They did Werewolf by Night, but that was just one short a couple years ago. Since then, there's been like nothing. No Man-Thing, no Elsa Bloodstone, zero.
Right.
So to be like, hey, we're doing that from the jump. You're gonna get Superman, then you're gonna get this creepy fucking body horror film, is so cool.
It's a cool approach, yeah.
It's a cool approach, but then you look at the slate, and it's like the equivalent of when Marvel started. They do Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, and then just like the Mandarin film. Just like a random villain. Yeah. And you're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
It's very strange.
Like it should be a big one. Superman, and then Clayface a second. A monster.
Batman.
And then Batman. Where's Wonder Woman? Do your big DC characters.
Right.
Reestablish them. Do the cool monsters in between.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we doing 3 Superman films basically back to back to back? It's so strange.
It is an insane thing.
And then a Jimmy Olsen show.
Jimmy Olsen's story is important.
It's important. Is he a god or a monster? Which one is he?
I think he's both.
I think he's both. You know what? Maybe that's the whole
that's
message
the whole
of
point.
the story.
Yeah.
It's a plot twist.
Yeah, he is a god, but he is also kind of a monster.
He is the god of the monsters. Okay, so with all of that, let's talk production of Scooby-Doo 2.
Well, with all of that,
yes.
let's talk production of Scooby-Doo 2.
All right, take it away.
Shit.
Oh.
I wanted to.
God.
Nick always comes up. He always comes up with these cool ass transitions. Last week, I set him up so well.
You had a great one.
Thank you. I don't remember what it was, but I set him up so well. He knocked him down. And I'm like, wow, we're a real partnership. You know what I mean? I truly felt after 86 episodes that I brought some sort of value to the table.
Mm.
So this episode, I came in, one being like, I kind of don't want to do this, but whatever. But two is...
All right, now you're double fired. The fuck?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Two is like, I gotta step up my host game.
Right.
So then he just dropped the transition. I was like, wait, you didn't give me an opening, so I had to kind of steal it. That was the best I could do.
I mean, listen, you only have a few more episodes until... You know, we won't get into it, but until our hosting situation changes ever so slightly.
You're moving to LA because I got Hans Zimmerman?
Zimmerman?
Hans fuck.
Strike 3.
Maybe that's why he didn't respond.
Out of here, baby.
He didn't respond to my email because I called him
Called
by
him
the
Hans
wrong
Zimmerman.
name.
Hi, Mr. Zimmerman.
He was going to do it, and at the way end I put, thanks so much, Mr. Zimmerman. He's like, fuck this kid.
We love your editing on these films.
You're editing?
Just complete miss. No, the roles in the show, to drop a little hint for our audience, might be changing slightly in the future with every other episode.
That
we'll
genuinely is true, actually. That's not even a bit.
I'm just saying, you gotta start taking notes of what's been going on. I know you've been, a bit of a sponge, but we'll see how much you've been like taking it. We'll see how much you've taken it.
You're a bit of a sponge. Fuck you. Don't call me a sponge. What the fuck?
I mean, you're soaking up the information, and then you're about to...
Whoa.
All right, you're fired.
Violence is not allowed.
Can we count how many times I get fired on this episode?
This is 4.
Is it 4? I thought Nick is like, I know the number.
It's 4. It's about to be 5.
I'm about to make it to the Hall of Fame. Okay, you know what? Speaking of Hall of Fame, let's
fired.
talk about the production of Scooby-Doo 2.
You're fired. Hall of Fame fired.
No.
You're in the Hall of Fame for being fired 5 times in one episode.
You know who's going to be in the Hall of Fame
production.
soon? Shut up. You know who's going to be in the Hall of Fame soon? Matthew Lillard. Speaking of.
Yeah, I guess.
That's your cue. Go.
Okay. I mean, we've only done 2 of his movies.
Oh my, just go. Just go into production.
Okay,
I swear to God.
You're fired. Production. This movie was directed by Raja Gosnell, who also did the first Scooby-Doo movie, did Home Alone 3.
Oh, my favorite.
Beginning to, get the forgotten ones. And then the live-action Smurf movies.
Is Home Alone 3, does that have Macaulay Culkin in it or no?
I don't think so. I think he only did 2 of them. I think that's when you get to, the spin-offs. Now they're on, 6.
What?
They released one within the past 2 years.
We have to cover all of them
straight
so
to
we
Disney
can get them in the Hall of Fame.
I don't need those in the Hall of Fame.
No, we need them.
Okay. Deal.
Hey, Nick, I have a question.
You're fired. I don't
No,
care.
that's not my
Number
question.
6.
My question was not, am I fired?
Okay, what's your question?
You know how we were talking Superman and stuff?
Yeah.
Who wrote and directed those movies again?
You led me right into my next point. All right, you know
I'm getting
what?
back, baby. I'm getting back.
I will remove 1 fired.
Yes.
So now you're back to 5.
I'll take it.
So this movie was written, surprisingly, by James Gunn himself. It all
was.
connects. We
Iconic.
talk DC, and weirdly, as we were talking about DC, I completely forgot where this was even going.
Oh, that's why I was
And-
talking about it.
And then we get to D. I think I brought up DC.
No.
Rewind.
No.
Rewind the tape, baby.
No one rewind. I did it. I bring value
I'm
to the
gonna
show.
cut in me talking about it right now.
No, stop,
Yes.
stop.
I mean, to me, it's almost like how the new DC universe is expanding. And we're back. So this movie
No,
was
if we're,
written
if
by
we're back,
James Gunn.
no, it's Docs. It's Docs. Nick faked it.
Who obviously, if you don't know, is now the head of DC, did Guardians, did a bunch of other shit. He's great.
He is, no, we love James Gunn. He also,
Yeah, he's
he also
fantastic.
famously did Slither.
He did.
Fun fact.
Thank you for that fun
See,
fact.
I bring value.
Co-host.
Yeah,
I'm trying to bring
listen,
fun facts to the show.
You don't have to question the value that you bring to the show because
fired me 6
you
times
and I
in
both
30
know
minutes.
that you bring
5
value.
times.
Right.
But if you keep interrupting, you're gonna get fired 6 times.
Can my new thing, can I be like the fun fact guy?
You can be if you have fun facts. You can't just be like, oh, here's a fun fact and I made it up. I pulled it out
He
of my
made
fucking
Slither.
ass.
Did he not direct Slither?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hey. You want to know a fun fact? I need verbal confirmation, please. This is just dead air, guys. Someone's got to speak. We're trying to get ratings on
Yes,
this show.
I
Trying
would
to
like
get-
a fun fact.
Did you know who stars in Slither? Nathan Fillion. You know what other movie he's in? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. What?
So
Also
cinematography
Superman.
was done by Oliver Wood, who did Die Hard 2. I'm sorry, that was an interesting fact. I
Yeah,
appreciate
whatever.
you.
Whatever, I
You
don't
bring
care.
value to the show.
No, I don't
love
care.
you.
I don't care. I know. I love you too. I guess it's whatever. I'm not even upset. So
The sad Pelton arc. Where you're no longer like cutting in. You just are like, yeah, cool.
Wow.
that plot detail is cool. Good job, Nick.
The episodes are 45 minutes. It's just me reading my notes and then calling it.
Just tell me about Oliver Wood, dude.
So Oliver Wood did Die Hard 2, did Rudy, did Freaky Friday, The Bourne Supremacy, the 2005
Goddamn.
Fantastic Four, Talladega Nights, and, guys, much like how the last movie, what's his name? The guy who's in Goodfellas, not Robert De Niro, not Joe Pesci, the other one.
Those are the only two I could name.
The
You're
main
Italian.
character.
No, I don't know.
What's his name? Ray Liotta.
There you
So
go.
Ray Liotta, much like how his last movie before he passed away was Cocaine Bear.
Yep.
Oliver Wood's last movie before he died was Morbius.
Oh
So-
no.
Oh, wow.
What a way to go out! He had been working since the 1960s, and his first movie was in 1969 when he was only 27 years old.
Holy shit! Good for him.
Very interesting. Did Scooby-Doo and then ended with Morbius. Very
But
interesting career arc.
Did we reach out to him
Very.
to try to get him on this episode?
No, because he's dead.
But you Morbius.
That was the last
Vampire.
movie he did before. Right. Okay. All right.
Wait. Let me think of a fun. I gotta redeem myself. Let me think
no,
of a
you
fun
got it.
fact.
You got it.
I like how that joke just confused us. Like instead we were like, huh?
That's always the sign
No,
of a
I
good
said he
joke.
died.
We were like, what?
Vampires can't die, dude. What were some of the movies? Oh, can I ask a question?
Can I have a question?
Can I have a question? Can I ask a question?
Do you have a question or do you have a fun fact?
It's a question,
Yeah.
and then maybe I might think of a fun fact later.
Along the way.
You know what?
Go
Now
ahead,
look,
go
he's
ahead.
hooked. He wants my fun facts now.
Give me the fun facts. Give me the fun facts.
Dude, do you have a fun fact or no? I need one. Have you guys ever seen Die Hard 2? And if you have, what do you think?
I have not. I've been meaning to,
don't
but I
think
have not.
have.
Oh, great
That's
podcast
not,
conversation, guys.
Is it what's the is there a third one?
There's
How many
I
are
think
how
there's
many are there?
5.
Okay, what's the one that has it's not like Die Hard 3, Die Hard 4. Like there's like different names.
No,
for
it's
them,
Die
right?
Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
And then like fucking Live Free or Die Hard or something.
Yeah, there's Live Free or Die
Oh my
Hard,
God.
and then I think there's another one I'm missing. Because 4 and 5, my memory, even if they exist, are bad.
Yeah.
Die Hard 1 is obviously fantastic. Die Hard 2, in my opinion, is like fine. It's just Die Hard in an airport.
Yeah.
And then Die Hard with a Vengeance with Samuel L. Jackson is so fucking good.
I've heard that that's quite good, and I just haven't gotten around to either of them.
It's Jeremy Irons is in it too. It's genuinely like it's not as good as Die Hard 1, but it's close.
Really?
I swear to God, it's close.
But are Die Hard 2 and 3 also like retroactively Christmas movies? Or can I just watch them?
I think Die Hard 2
like
kind
whenever.
of. Die Hard 2 is just like there's snow.
Okay.
Die Hard 3 is
winter
like
movie.
it's summer in New York City. They don't even
Okay, so I
attempt
should watch it
Christmas.
like tonight.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. You know what? Kind of a fun fact. Actually, fun fact. The script for Die Hard 3 was actually not meant to be a Die Hard movie. It was just
I did know that. That's a good fun fact.
I didn't know that.
Listen,
Ah.
that's a
It was
good
a
fun
fun fact
fact
for
for the
me.
audience and
Thank
for
you, it's
the
true.
co-host Nicole.
It was
Right,
written for
right,
something else, and they retroactively turned it into Die Hard 3. Fun fact for you. That's my little
Beautiful.
jingle. Do you like it?
Is that what you're gonna say?
Fun
after
Yeah.
fact for you.
We have to Can you sync that up in editing so we
Yeah,
harmonize?
yeah.
Okay,
I
thank
think that'll
you.
work perfect.
I was gonna say I watched Die Hard 3 in middle school, and I believe we've done movies on this show that I watched for the first time also in middle school. So I think I'm saying Die Hard 1 and 3 could be greenlit films.
I mean, theoretically, they could if you pick them. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so next week, summer sequels.
Not next week.
Why not? It's a sequel.
It is, but you don't. The whole premise of never mind. All right, moving
Do
on.
you see the bullshit I put up with from this
Do
man?
you see the bullshit that I put up with?
He says pick a sequel. I pick one. He says no. Then he doesn't. He knows all my fun facts magically.
The whole point is that we cover movies that are sequels to movies we've already covered.
We
Thus,
covered Die Hard.
Scooby-Doo 2.
Oh, we didn't cover Die Hard, did we?
No.
Can we?
If we did it, then yeah, of course we could do Die Hard 2.
Okay, cool. So we're doing Die Hard.
The fuck?
Tell me more about Oliver Wood.
Well, that is we're moving on from him
Fuck.
because this movie
No
was
more about
edited by our friend Kent Beta, who
Hey.
did Inner Space, Gremlins 2, Mr. Saturday Night, The Flintstones, Yogi Bear, and the first Scooby-Doo movie.
You know,
Very
Gremlins
funny.
2 is another one we should
Yeah.
do on summer sequels.
Next year, after we do Gremlins 1.
No, we'll do it next week. I watched Gremlins 2 as a kid.
Have we covered it on the show?
Gremlins 2? No, that's why I'm saying we should cover it.
Gremlins 1.
What's your next note?
I'm quitting this show.
Move on.
I'm not even. You know
gonna
what?
get fired again.
You're rehired. I'm quitting.
I'm about to say, you can't fire me or you can walk.
I'm walking. Okay.
Nicole,
So
do you want to be co-host with me? Don't answer that.
No
Nick,
comment.
what's your
exactly.
next
See,
comment,
she said
please?
yes to me immediately. So music was done by David Newman, who obviously is a legend. But for those of you who don't know, did Heathers, Bill and Ted, The Mighty Ducks, The Sandlot, The Flintstones, The Nutty Professor, Matilda, Anastasia, Are We There Yet, Ice Age, Daddy Daycare, Scooby-Doo,
Holy
The Cat
shit.
in the Hat, among many more. But if you were keeping track, this puts him in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, let's go!
David Newman is our newest inductee, not a franchise, not a studio, but
Congrats,
a person,
David
a
Newman.
composer. So again, we were talking Hall of Fame earlier, but he joins composer John Debney, voice actor Frank Welker, voice actor Patrick Warburton, executive Jeffrey Katzenberg, composer Harry Gregson Williams, actor Robin Williams, composer Hans Zimmer,
Right,
and
right.
guest Maddie Kutza.
And- whoa,
congratulations.
whoa, whoa.
Oh, and Studio DreamWorks.
No, also and fired co-host Matthew Pelton.
Oh, right. And fired.
Thank you,
Right,
ex-co-host.
right.
5 times fired co-host Matthew Pelton. Yes, congratulations to David Newman. Expect your robe in the mail in the next 3 to 5 business days. It's already out.
Yep, it's already out.
You guys
So
work
now-
fast.
Exactly. Listen.
I make Nick pay for that fast shipping.
it's like, yeah, I'm
Right,
doing all the work behind the scenes here.
Yeah, I'm like, Nick, get that overnight shit. David Newman ain't waiting around. Also, isn't that the host of Blank Check? That's Griffin Newman.
It's Griffin Newman and David Sims.
Oh, okay.
You did.
So I was kind of close.
I see where you were going there. Yes.
Okay, I feel better. The second I said it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get so much shit for saying that.
Yeah, we love them. I hope that they can come on the show one day.
Blank
So
Check
now,
or David Newman?
All of them. I mean, of
Fair
course.
enough.
Everyone.
Fair enough.
And Hans Zimmerman, of course.
keep
Now
trying,
we're at the part of the show where we're going to talk budget. So to give you a little refresher, so obviously we talked about this last time we talked Scooby-Doo. The first Scooby-Doo was made for $84 million.
Okay.
And in the box office, it made $275 million. So it did get a little bit extra money, but didn't really make as much of a profit as I think the studio would have loved.
Still made a good amount.
Scooby-Doo is an evergreen material, so like I understand why they would create more movies, even if the movies aren't like doing super well.
Also, this is the era of DVD sales.
Of 1,000%.
So yeah,
That's
definitely
true.
keep that in mind.
Yeah. And of course, I watched this for the first time on DVD. So,
there you
I
go.
mean, the first one, and I assume the second one. But, so now for Scooby-Doo 2, do you guys want to take a guess at how much it was made for and how much it made in the box office?
Nicole, as the guest,
Yes.
you go first.
Okay. I feel like it's definitely more than the first. I feel like I'm going to say like 125 mil.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, what was the budget of the first one again?
84.
I'll say the budget of this one was 85.
Okay. The budget for Scooby-Doo 2,
No, wait.
Monsters Unleashed.
Before you give the number, I want to explain my 85.
Okay.
Okay.
Because while the first one made money, it didn't make a shitload,
That's fair.
but it made enough to warrant a sequel.
Right.
So I'm going to say it actually didn't get a big upgrade in budget, and it was probably around the same as the first one.
It's interesting thinking from both of you. However, I regret to inform you, this was made for less money. This was given a $60 million budget. And I think your reasoning is probably true. Again,
Yeah, it
like
didn't
I
make
said,
a ton.
it's an evergreen IP. They're going to make movies about this forever. I mean, they had Scoob come out the last couple years, the animated one. They're still making like Shaggy spin-offs and Velma spin-offs, and like there's always Scooby-Doo
Dude, the Velma
content.
show was not that long ago.
Exactly.
I forgot about that.
So, of course, they're going to make a sequel. But naturally, because the first one didn't make a ton, they're given less of a budget, which is crazy because, again, the production value feels almost identical.
It does.
So the
it really
fact
does.
that they did this for less money and arguably had more stakes and characters and set design
Makes
is
me like it
extremely
even more.
impressive.
Crazy.
Like the first movie, they're literally on an island, like isolated. This one, they're running around the city. They have like their like Scooby-Doo man cave. They like do.
Hell
their
yeah,
thing
they
in.
do.
It's so cool. So it's like the fact that they did this for less is incredibly impressive.
See,
So now-
I'm telling you, this is the better one.
It's like
So
even like
now-
some of the like buildings and everything
It's
looks
good.
like so cool. I would have thought it would have been more.
I mean, the museum by itself, it's massive from
Also,
both the
like-
outside but also the inside. It's crazy.
The first one is an island, but let's not forget, in the beginning of the movie, I believe Nick described the opening sequence as eye bleach.
The first
It
one.
was like a Batman
was-
and Robin kind of thing, wasn't it?
What was the opening of the first one? I don't remember.
It was all like the fucking neon and people on skateboards
It
and
was
shit.
like the guy in the like
Yeah.
white ghost.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, yeah.
Window.
Yeah.
And
right.
that one had more money, and it looked like
That's
ass.
crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, see this one? It's
Yeah,
firing on
the
different
fact
levels.
that like the
dude.
villains came in on skateboards was like
It's so bad.
It's
It's
just
so
crazy.
bad.
They needed to get Sugar Ray for the first one.
No.
that's
No, they
where all the
didn't.
budget went.
That's
They
not
needed the
true.
extra 24 mil for Sugar Ray.
He did that shit for free.
Yeah, they
He
definitely.
was already on the island.
He paid them.
He did pay
It was
them.
on the
He's like, oh, what are you guys filming? You guys film Scooby-Doo? Oh,
This is
can I
Sugar Ray's
join?
Island. I love that. Okay, so what do you guys think it made in the box office? So 275 was what the first one made.
Nicole, you want to guess first?
Yeah, I feel like I'm like scared because of the budget. I'm like, oh, maybe it's gonna be less, but I also feel like there's DVD sales you have to take into account. I'm gonna say it made, how much was it?
275, yeah,
I'm gonna say
was the first one.
I'm gonna say 310.
Interesting.
Oh.
So you think it made more than the first one?
I think so. I think
Okay.
my theory is that because of the first one, people liked it enough for a second one,
Right.
so then they would go to this one. That's my
I-
theory.
I hard
Valid.
disagree.
I mean, this just happened with Shrek, though.
It did, but the Shrek 3 and 4 exist. There's no Scooby-Doo 3.
I mean, you do have the like spin-off movies, but it's a different cast.
True, different cast.
That's
And
fair.
again, the spin-off movies don't necessarily mean that this one made money. It's just Scooby-Doo as an IP is such a big thing.
Yeah.
That even if this bombed, there's going to be another Scooby-Doo movie eventually. So I'll say the first one made 275 mil. I say this got nowhere close. I'll say it made like 187 mil.
Whoa.
You are nearly on the money. This movie made $181 million.
Whoa.
Very, very, very close.
Dude, that's that's the closest I think I've ever gotten.
It's one of the close. I know you've gotten within $1 million on a couple.
Oh, I have
a couple other ones, but this, I mean, for the task at hand, I think this was a huge win. That was good.
That's
Yeah.
close.
That was
man.
very,
I'm
very
proud
good.
of that.
Yeah. So yes, first one was made for 84, made 275. Second was made for 60, made 181.
There you go. I knew
That's
it.
So-
crazy.
It did walk away with still like less money than the first one, but still like around the same. It still walked away with some profit, but not a staggering amount, just like the first one.
True, because like for people who don't know, general rule of thumb is a production budget does not incorporate marketing. So usually, if the movie's budget is like 60 million, marketing is probably matching that. So just take 60 million times it by 2. That's the actual amount of money spent.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So let's say theoretically it spent 120 million, it only made 180 million. Not like the best turnaround. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially because it made less than the first one.
Right. Exactly.
So I was fucking on the money, dude.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Literally, I was literally on the money.
That's good.
it's pretty good.
Fun fact, I was literally on the money.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah, that's a fun fact. That's good. So going into some more production in June of 2002, ring a bell. It's my birthday.
I knew that.
June of 2002 is when one Nicholas Sean Warner was born. At the time of the release
Is
of
that
the
a
first
production note?
It is,
Scooby-Doo,
yeah.
yes. Dan Fellman, the president of Warner Bros. Pictures, confirmed that a sequel was in the works and was slated for a 2004 release. Filming for the sequel began on April 14th, 2003 in Vancouver. So this I would qualify as more of a fun fact
God
than
damn
a
it.
production note. So Warner Brothers signed contracts with Burger King for tie-in promotions and product placement in the United States and KFC for international promotions and product placement. So in international releases of the film, Burger King products were replaced with KFC products.
No way.
And
That's
one
so
of
funny.
Shaggy's lines in which he mentions Burger King was redubbed by James Arnold Taylor, who voice doubled for Scooby and Shaggy.
Wait, that's awesome.
That's actually really cool.
Very interesting.
But
Just the
can
whole
I-
marketing side of
listen,
it. Yeah.
Listen. Cool. Whoa, look, Nick's got a fun fact. Whoa, everyone. I'm
Mind
the
you, this
fun
was
fact
written
guy,
3
okay?
days before you came up with this whole fun fact
no.
bit.
had
You
your little
knew.
fun
You
fact.
knew. I'm the fun fact guy. Okay. No more.
Sure.
Hey.
It's the one thing I have.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that was my last fun fact, so you can
Ever.
take
It's
the
your
rest of the
last fact
episode.
ever.
Right, because I'm quitting.
You're cool. That's
Forever.
true. This is Nick's last episode. Also, if you quit, I think we know Nicole's answer to does she want to be co-host.
Right.
So it's just going to be me. But that show already
Do we just
exists.
merge director and development and Greenlit?
Yeah, that show's already just
Do
me
we just like
anyway.
restructure and become one
Okay.
show?
Fine. Fine
You
by me.
cover a movie and then talk about what's going on in your life.
Yeah, and it's like movies I've watched, and I just re-talk about the movie I just talked
Perfect.
about.
That goes together.
It works.
Yeah.
That's a good. I would listen to it.
Okay, great. I quit.
Deal.
Solves that problem.
Okay, and then kind of the final thing I have on production, but it's quite interesting because we're talking about sequels, why this didn't get a third one. So let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
So in October of 2002, Warner Brothers approved production on a third film. Mind you, this was prior to
Oh.
the second one even beginning production. They said, no, Scooby-Doo 3
There you go.
already happening. We're putting it on the slate. So Dan Foreman and Paul Foley were hired to write the script for Scooby-Doo 3. And in August of 2004, this was around, right after the second movie came out, Matthew Lillard said in an interview that the third Scooby-Doo film was canceled because the second one had not done as well as expected, which he
yeah.
attributed to Warner Brothers releasing the movie at an inappropriate time. So James Gunn tweeted the plot for the canceled film in 2020. Now, and this is a quote from his tweet. The Mystery Inc. gang are hired by a town in Scotland who complain they are being plagued by monsters, but we discover throughout the film the monsters were actually the victims. Scooby and Shaggy have to come to terms with their own prejudices and narrow belief systems about monsters.
Wait, that's kind of beautiful.
Wow.
It is kind of beautiful.
I feel like that would have been great.
Yeah. It's almost like the plot of Shrek 2, but Scooby-Doo.
I was actually about to say it reminds me of Shrek 2.
Yeah.
Just with not weird consent issues.
Right. So it's interesting that like that was a thing. They had a whole treatment for it. They had a whole idea for it. They had like screenwriters. They came in, started working on it, and they were like, second movie didn't make a lot of money.
Yeah, it didn't make
We're
money.
throwing it in the trash.
Did anything else ever get like leaked? Or is it just the James Gunn
As
tweet?
far as I know, not really. But
Okay.
it sounds like it sounds like from what I was reading that they had like some form of a script, whether it was just like a treatment, a list of bullet points,
Sure.
some chalkboard scribbles, who knows. They had like a written text of it, but they were waiting on production until the second movie came out just to see. And thus, here we go.
Damn, so
No
it was pretty early in development. It wasn't that far.
Exactly.
Damn, that feels like
So-
that would have been the best one.
100%. Yeah,
Right?
I
What
think
the
that would have
fuck?
been pretty cool. So that's all I have for production. Now going into the plot
Now,
of
wait,
Scooby-Doo
wait,
2,
wait.
Monsters Unleashed. What's up?
Before you go into the plot, can I try to segue you into the plot? I
let's
got you.
hear
I
it.
got you.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ready? The plot of Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. Hey, Nick.
Yes, Pelton?
Random, okay. Don't interrupt. Total random question.
Yes, tell me the question, Pelton.
Tell me more about Oliver Wood.
Well, let me tell you about his work on Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. Let's talk about the plot.
Let's.
So the film
Damn.
That was good. No, that was good. Listen, that
I've
was
never seen Nick look so fucking miserable. And we don't do visuals, but he had the biggest like forced smile. I know this guy for 7 years. He kind of freaked me
the
out.
obsession smile. The film opens a few weeks after their adventure on Spooky Island. Obviously, it kind of rolls right from the first movie into the second. They have
Maybe
their-
another reason why they feel kind of
Yeah.
Probably.
yeah, they feel like just gel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mystery Incorporated attends the grand opening of the Coulsonian Criminology Museum.
It's
featuring
amazing.
an exhibit of monster costumes from their past cases. However, celebrations are interrupted by an evil masked figure who announces the gang's impending downfall and steals 2 of the costumes with help from a supernatural version of the pterodactyl ghost.
I have a question?
Yes.
Because I don't know if this is true, and it might not ever be confirmed. It could also be like a wish fulfillment thing. But do you think this opening scene, one, it serves as like setup for the plot and like the world and the characters and how the Mystery Gang like works in this world, etc., whatever. But on like a meta level, do you think they purposely made it this as like almost an apology for the first one?
In what way?
Because you have the first whole Scooby-Doo movie, 1, you break up the gang, but 2, there is not a single original Scooby-Doo villain in that movie. There's so many iconic villains in this world, and they didn't do one. And the only villain they do, they then make it Scrappy-Doo. They just like take a jab at one of the characters. But this one, the opening scene is like, here's all
Avengers.
the villains that we didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see it as like,
yeah.
some, not like fans, but like some people were like, what is this? This doesn't feel like Scooby-Doo.
Right.
So they're like, sorry.
I think in a way, yes. I also, where I thought you were going, and I also lean this way as well, if you feel this way. But I think this opening could potentially be up for like top 5 openings we've ever had in a movie on the show.
100%. 100%.
It
so
was
good.
quite good because it was like such classic Scooby-Doo. And again, it's like it's harder to nail it in live action than, of course, like animation.
But this does.
But the way that they portray the characters and the villains and like the comedy, but also the horror, I think it's done so well in this,
I agree.
specifically this opening scene.
I
They have
think that's
some like
where,
moments later as well, but specifically this opening toes that line of comedy horror, introduces the characters and their like stereotypes. Like that's the whole point, is like the characters are put in these boxes, but they do that so well in like a very short amount of time.
No, it's true. It's such a perfect like tone setter.
Yeah.
And it does. It feels way more Scooby-Doo. And I think you could almost like merge our points of, in a way, I feel like they were like, hey, the first movie, arguably one of the biggest things was this just doesn't feel like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
There's like Sugar Ray and shit. Like, what's going on here?
1,000%.
So I think you're so right. They took this one, they put on the iconic villains, they got the tone, and they're like, we're actually doing Scooby-Doo.
Thank God.
And we're sorry.
It's a big nod to
Exactly.
all original Scooby-Doo.
And I'm telling you, like from this jump on, like from the first scene, you're like, oh yeah, I'm watching the better one.
Yeah.
We're doing all right. So a smear campaign is started by a journalist. I forget her name. I think it comes up later.
Oh, you mean the villain? Oh, whoops.
Who is like maybe in love with Fred, probably.
Most definitely. Who is it?
But she's kind of pushed to the side when she tries to interview him at the beginning of the night. So again, this kind of starts the like, she's a little bit pissed off. So she starts this thing against them because she's in love with him, but also there's like the weird, she is the villain, but not the villain. It's a whole weird, complex thing. And they even joke about it at the end where it's like her partner, like her like news correspondent guy, like he's like, oh, we like cuddled because like it's revealed that she's a guy. Anyways, so she starts this.
Spoil the movie, dog.
Yeah. So, spoiler
Come
alert.
on.
If you're listening to this episode and you haven't seen the movie, that sucks.
Also,
Wah, wah.
a fun fact about this opening scene.
Ooh, fun fact.
I don't know if you guys caught it.
You have to do your jingle.
Oh, fun fact with Pelton. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but Scooby-Doo in this movie is actually CGI. Not a real dog.
I thought it was a real dog.
You thought it was a whole dog.
I thought it was a half dog.
I know
So-
you did. You said it in the last
dog.
episode.
I thought it was a hot dog.
No, I would argue he still is.
Hey. Yeah, he is CGI. So Shaggy
Fun
and
fact.
Scooby feel responsible for the disaster and feel like they need to act like real detectives to prove themselves as worthy members of the gang, much like Pelton trying to prove himself in this episode. The gang realizes that the pterodactyl scale that Velma found is real, and they think back to when they initially captured the pterodactyl villain ghost guy to see if it could be him. But
By
they
the
rule
way-
him out. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to cut you off real quick.
Wow.
Sure.
Great setup. And I don't just mean the scene of like, okay, the first movie, it's like a joke amongst Scooby-Doo fans that Scrappy-Doo sucks. No one likes Scrappy-Doo.
Yeah.
To turn him into the villain is kind of funny, but it is also kind of like a fuck you. Mm-hmm. Like instead of trying to make that character work, you're just like, remember this character you came up with? He fucking sucks.
It feels like a James Gunn move.
It does, but like it also kind of feels like an underhand. Mm-hmm. It's like when a Marvel movie like addresses how silly the movie is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're like, okay, it's funny in the moment, but like you're also making this movie, so why are you doing that?
Yeah.
This is like the complete opposite of like everyone kind of sees Shaggy and Scooby as the joke of the gang, and they don't actually do anything. So we're just gonna make them also feel like that, and that's their arc.
Right.
I'm like, that's brilliant.
It's a good
Yeah.
arc.
Yeah, like I'm like, that's such a cool idea. Like, dude, this one just feels like a love letter to Scooby-Doo, where the other one is like embarrassed to be a Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely agree.
And you want to know a fun fact?
Sure.
Fun fact with Pelton. This is true. I don't know if you guys knew this. I don't know if you caught it in the movie. Shaggy is actually played by the actor Matthew Lillard. It's actually not Shaggy. He's a fictional character.
Can I be honest? I'm getting sick of these fun facts.
Listen, it's either I make up shit and rumors about you mostly, or I tell you fun facts that you probably already know.
I don't know which one is better.
You
at
have
this
to pick
point.
What
one.
about fun facts that he might not know?
I can make up fun facts that are just lies.
I don't know if
Okay,
that would be
then no.
worse, though. Is there a good middle ground? I don't know.
No,
I
there's
don't
not.
think there
There's
is.
This
not.
is why you're fired for a 7th time.
Okay, wait, I got a real fun fact.
Okay.
Fun fact with Pelton.
I'm not singing with you this time.
The pterodactyl villain that you were talking about,
Yeah.
it's a villain that they have faced up against in the cartoons, but that's not even the fun fact. The fun fact is that you probably think that was a villain created for the Scooby-Doo universe, but pterodactyls were actual animals that existed millions of years ago on Earth. They were what we call dinosaurs.
Fair point.
Good job.
Thank you.
Fair point. You know, it's a unique situation that we're in because not only do I feel completely delusional by what's going on in this episode, but also
Sure.
I feel delusional because it's getting later where I am. I'm more of like I go to bed a little bit earlier. We famously, I'm a grandpa, right?
Grandpa Nick. Yep.
So I think it's that weird time in the night where I'm getting like a little sleepy, and also I feel like I'm going crazy from this episode. So these fun facts are really like making my blood boil. No, I'm just kidding.
These fun facts are really pissing me off. I think that was your really nice way of telling me you're getting real impatient with my bits. And you're kind of telling me to shut the fuck up.
They're maybe a little too fun.
Oh, is that what it is?
They're so I think I'm just more of like a serious guy.
Having too much fun.
Having too much fun.
Famously, Nick is a very
who let
serious
this guy
man.
have fun?
Dude, this my fun is out of control.
It is absolutely out of control.
But it's informative fun. And that's what we love at this show.
It is to like a 1-year-old.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, hurtful. But I do pitch this show as an informative comedy discussion podcast.
I agree. And you know what? Can we talk about that for a second? I think that's where people go wrong with our show is they either expect one or the other. They either expect a really insightful like film analysis show or they expect a full-blown comedy.
Correct.
And it does lie somewhere in the middle. So for the listeners out there, especially maybe some new listeners, seems like we've gotten a surge of new listeners. If you're expecting the show to be one or the other, I'm sorry to say it's a bit of both. So you should be coming here for a little bit of analysis, a little bit of comedy, and it's a fun time either way.
And a little bit of fun information.
Fun information and just hot boiling blood. So carrying on with the plot. Shaggy
wait,
and Scooby.
can I set you up?
Yes.
This is my thing. I gotta set him up.
Right.
Say it. Can you wait? Like, cue me up. Say the hot boiling blood line
Hot
again.
boiling blood.
Speaking of hot boiling blood, tell us about Oliver Wood.
Okay, so Shaggy and Scooby rule him out because his body was lost at sea, of course. But they realize that his cellmate's costume, who is, they say, Old Man Winkles, or the Black Knight ghost, was also stolen by the masked villain. So we get all these little clues, of course. Scooby-Doo movie, get these little hints of what's going on.
It's a good
They lead
mystery,
you in the
dude.
wrong direction, as always. It's beautiful.
Also,
So, yeah.
I'm kind of jumping ahead in the plot a little bit, but another reason I just love this movie, even with all its faults, I'm not saying it's the perfect film, but the reason I love it as a Scooby-Doo movie is in the first one, there is a mystery. It's not, you could argue it's not really the focus of it, but there is a mystery. My only problem with it is in any good mystery, they give you enough that when you get to the resolution of the mystery, you feel like, oh, I could have solved this if I was smarter. And if it's a good mystery, you never can, but you have that feeling of, oh, they did give me all these pieces, I just wasn't seeing it the way that the detective sees it.
Right.
Like in Knives Out and stuff. Like, all of it's there, and if you're really paying attention, you can figure it out just like him.
Yeah.
In the first Scooby-Doo, there's no way you will know it's Scrappy-Doo. It's just like a joke. It's like the whole mystery just ends up being a joke. In the second movie, it's a mystery, but they take it seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
And like they give you enough pieces that you can figure it out, and on a rewatch, especially because we're adults, like you can figure it out pretty easily.
Yeah.
Because a kid, it's not just like, oh, it's funny, it's Scrappy-Doo. It's like, oh shit, it was her.
It's a good mystery.
It's a good mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's always the fun of Scooby-Doo. You're right. Is that balance of comedy, but like genuine spooks and like a real solid mystery. And you're like, oh my God, it was like, it wasn't Old Man Winkles.
Right. And one thing I didn't mention at the top is like you have the opening, I think it's like the Warner Brothers logo, and you have like the like slightly spooky like Scooby-Doo type music.
Yes.
And like the score of this is like amazing. I mean, obviously
Genuinely.
Hall of Fame, David Newman, amazing.
Fair.
But like just crushes. Like it really makes you feel like, okay, this could get scary, but I know that if I stick with the Mystery Inc. gang, I'll be okay. Like they'll still be cracking jokes in the face of peril, but it still will lean scary, which is really great.
I call it, it's like the Goosebumps line.
Yeah.
Of Goosebumps rides that line perfectly of goofy and campy. Same with the books, the show, whatever. Goofy, campy, but then there is genuinely freaky stuff in it. And then Scooby-Doo should ride that line, but the first one just goes full comedy.
Right.
Where this one rides it way better.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking... And as a kid, I remember being like, even I'm a little scared of this. Like, this is cool. This is cool.
100%.
Spooky.
So yeah, so they visit the cellmate's manor, and are immediately captured in a booby trap. Of course, classic Scooby-Doo. So thankfully, again, classic Scooby-Doo, Daphne uses her makeup abilities to get them out. Insane.
Brilliant.
Also, like, immediately, like, she just knows, like, this is how
she does.
And the gang searches for clues. And I have to mention a bit that happens. I think it's the funniest bit in the entire movie. They get down there, they're in their trap, and there's 2 other traps that are set.
Yeah, and there's Girl Scouts.
One is a Girl Scout, and one is like a Mormon mission.
Yeah, it's great.
Missionaries.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the Girl Scout is like, hey, do you want cookies? And Scooby says, like, yeah, of course. And then the Mormons are like, did you hear the good news? And Scooby goes, yeah, there's cookies.
There's cookies.
It's the greatest.
Dude, it's so good.
The setup punch is like, it's so good.
Dude, that's what I mean. There's like smart jokes in here.
It's very funny.
And also, okay,
it's
at
such a good bit.
some point I gotta stop interrupting with just pure praise for this movie. But just another fucking comparison and why I think this one is just so much better than the first one is, let's take the character of Daphne, right? You could argue Daphne is the hardest one to write. Because Fred comes up with the plans, Velma's the smart one, Shaggy and Scooby are your comic relief. Daphne, especially in the original cartoon, was just like the hot one.
Well, and they call that out.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
It's a very outdated kind of stereotypical character. So in the first one, they make jokes about it. But then if you remember, she just off-screen learned Kung Fu.
Yeah.
And that's how they make her useful in that movie?
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's
it's
a
like,
very
hey,
normal thing to happen, right?
Of course.
Happens to all of
It's
us
like, hey, we
at some
got
point.
fucking Buffy to play Daphne. We might as
I mean,
well use it.
listen, I know Kung Fu, but I also know Quack Fu. I'm not the master, but I do know Quack Fu.
God damn it. Don't ever mention that masterpiece, Howard the Duck, ever again. The first one is like, she knows Quack Fu.
Right.
And you could tell they like struggled to find a use for her.
Right.
So they just gave her a random thing that like doesn't really fit that character. But in this one, like I like that she has this stupid little makeup bag, and she's the only one that can get him out.
Yeah.
Like it's a very creative way to use that character without just basically changing the character to Buffy.
Well, but and doesn't the reporter girl like tell her to her face like you don't do shit for
Yeah,
this
like
team?
you're the worthless one.
Yeah.
And also, like, oh, dude, so good. Like, Daphne's seen as just the hot one, and then Shaggy and Scooby are the jokes. So what does this movie do? They're like, okay,
Calls
we'll
out
focus
both.
on those 3. We're going to call them out and make it part of the arcs. And we're going
Right.
to prove why that's wrong.
But it's also like Velma's in the first one seen as like the like nerdy, not like ugly, but like just the one that like nobody wants to like be around, I guess.
Right. My
And in
glasses.
this one she has yeah.
This one, they make her
This one,
hot.
she has like a love interest. Like she has someone that's interested
Also
in her.
from Buffy. Fun fact! Wait a minute, fun fact! You have 2 Buffy people in this movie.
Finally.
You have Buffy herself and Velma's love interest.
Seth Green.
Seth Green plays Oz in Buffy.
I didn't know that actually.
He plays a werewolf.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I love it.
Different. Okay.
different one.
Speaking of the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, tell us about Oliver Wood.
Amazing. So Velma, Fred, and Daphne find a book that was used by secret societies in the 19th century that they realize is a book on how to create monsters. The book was owned by the original pterodactyl ghost guy, and now it sits at Wickles' house. Very
last
interesting.
time. Last time, I swear
Yeah.
to God. But when you picture a Scooby-Doo live-action movie, do you picture a big, spooky, haunted house, or do you picture an island with Sugar Ray?
I mean, but wasn't there like a spooky haunted house in there too?
Well, it was like a theme. It
there
was like a
was.
ride.
It was like a carnival.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, it was like a joke.
Spooky building.
But this one's a big, comical, fucking haunted mansion, and it's great.
Yeah. They did knock that out of the park.
They totally
Like the
did.
fact that they go up to the thing and it's like exaggerated, and then they immediately get caught in a booby trap.
Great.
That shit rocks.
Great.
That shit rocks.
That's why, to kind of spoil Final Thoughts a little bit, but even with the faults of this movie, it is so fucking unapologetically Scooby-Doo.
1,000%.
It really
Yeah.
It does. It loves that it's a Scooby-Doo movie.
I would say even more so than Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, which is the
Yeah,
animated film that
I
we
agree.
cover. Like that one feels like take the characters of Scooby-Doo and do something different with them, whereas
Yeah.
this feels like do the classic Scooby-Doo thing just in live action and done well.
Yeah, because we didn't do that the first time.
Right. Yeah. So of the three, I think this one definitely feels the most like a classic Scooby-Doo adventure, which is great.
I agree.
Yeah. No denying that at all. So
I just know, I don't know about Nicole, but I know at the top of the episode, Nick, you said that you do like this one better, but it's not by a wide margin.
it's not by a wide margin, but again, like we've covered this on the show many times of like I am a very nostalgic person.
Fair,
and
that's
there
fair.
are multiple movies that I know are objectively bad that we've covered that I have an insane amount of nostalgia for because of like the time of my life that I watched it. And, you know, of course, like rewatching it, I can see the flaws. But I still go back to like when I watched this as a child, how I felt in that era of my life. And that the first Scooby-Doo is one of those. Like, no doubt in my mind of like, I watched it as a kid. It's great memories surrounding it. I thought nothing bad of it. Of course, rewatching it, it doesn't hold up as well as this one. No. But again, it's not as significant as of a margin because of the nostalgia factor.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just tell me about Oliver Wood, dude.
Yeah. So Scooby and Shaggy run into a Black Knight ghost, and they all narrowly escape.
Wow.
Velma.
I just remember a night ghost.
Right. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Wow.
So
let me guess, Nick is gonna cut it from the episode again.
Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Yeah, I'm squeaky clean on this show, famously.
Squeaky clean.
Yeah.
Famously.
So Velma identifies a key ingredient in the pterodactyl as randomonium, I think is what they call it, located in the old silver mines. So this is, again, all like little things leading us up to the big reveal. So Shaggy and Scooby go off to solve the case by themselves, having found a clue in the manor, and Velma gets a makeover, as we mentioned, trying to impress a guy that she likes, who's also the curator of the museum that just opened.
Also,
and his name is Patrick
from Buffy.
I believe his name is Patrick in this movie.
I think it is Patrick, yeah.
I think I have it later, but I didn't mention it in that sentence. But anyways, Shaggy and Scooby show up to the faux ghost party where they find a bunch of old villains that the gang had previously captured. They have Mystery Inc. whack-a-mole and darts, which I thought was super funny. Very good bit. Also, again, this is the most Scooby-Doo thing in the world. Wouldn't you just love if there was a bar where all the old villains of these guys collectively like go to like just shit on them, and they all like bond over this?
It's such a good idea.
It's the best.
It's such a good idea.
It's so cool because you would think that like all these villains live in like these different universes or like they exist in different spaces, but
no,
you know,
they
obviously
all know each other.
The Mystery Inc. gang is like technically local. Like you don't see them going international until they meet Batman. But
well, then they fight in the WWE.
Right. There's that. But outside of that, the normal stuff, it's you don't really think about that. They're just like a local.
Yeah, people would know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting that we see all these guys all come to this one place, and it feels like a wish fulfillment thing that like I never knew I wanted, but it felt right. Especially when they start doing the whack-a-mole and they get like nervous about that. I thought that was super funny.
I will say there's two scenes in this movie, the other one coming up more than this one, but there's two scenes that like freaked me out as a kid. One of them was like scarring, which we'll get to. But I remember this whole bar sequence as a kid made me real uncomfy. Like it just, I don't know. It was just the vibe of the bar. All the villains just have such a
Was it
freaky
because
look
it's
to
like a
them.
dive bar and
I think
that just
it was
like
like
freaked
a
you
dive
out?
bar, and they're like throwing darts at like the mystery gang. And I just, as a little kid, I'm like, oh, I don't like this at all.
It's like the TAM.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. You know what? I always thought at the age of 24 I don't drink. Because I'm like, no, I'm just not interested. It's not really my thing.
You're scared
it's
of dive
Scooby-Doo too.
There you go.
I'm scared of
You're
dive
scared
bars.
of dive bars because you thought you were gonna walk in and they were gonna have darts and whack-a-mole with your face.
Yeah, but
on.
you get like my ass beat.
Listen, having gone to the TAM multiple times, there is whack-a-mole with just your face on it.
I know there
That
is.
is true.
Also, both of you, look at my face. You know how I dress. You know how I act. Do you guys think I would fit in a dive bar?
I think if you tried, I thought you were going to say you have a whackable face, which I would agree with.
All right.
Which, like,
I'm just
yes,
kidding.
Of course. I think everyone would.
You have a beautiful
Actually-
face. I complimented your haircut last week, and I will say it again.
Yeah,
your
you
hair
did.
looks great.
Thank you
So,
very much.
but
like,
no, I see your
a
point.
fucking,
I see your point.
Yeah, like a motorcycle gang bar.
Listen,
My
I think
fucking ass walking in there.
if you leathered up and you got a cigar, you're in.
You're right, I could do it.
I feel
Just
like
pretend to be
I feel like you could
Wolverine.
have the vibe.
I do have those thick eyebrows. I can
Like
maybe
you,
get away with it.
I think as a Marvel fan, you can play into Wolverine and you could fit in.
You think I could pull it off?
I think so.
Or like a Justified, like Raylan Givens, you could give that kind of like
Wow.
cool swag vibe.
Well, you think I can give Raylan Givens? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
I can be nice every now and
You
then.
think I can give Raylan Givens? Wow. Wow.
All right, don't let that go to your head, buddy.
I know, right?
It's too late.
I'm still
dude.
gonna do whack-a-mole on your.
Go ahead, dude. If I'm Raylan Givens, I don't give a shit.
No, that's fair. Yeah, it's an interesting thing of like it's scary because it's a dive bar, but also because it's a bunch of old. And listen, part of it might be because it's a bunch of old villains.
Yeah.
That are unmasked, and they're just a bunch of old dudes. So like there's
think
that
it's like-
there's that weird stereotype of like old people are scary when you're a child.
I mean,
that-
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Right. But that's a real thing. But then you pose them, you literally tell the audience, these guys are the ones that were causing havoc and, we unmasked them and we arrested them. Like they're criminals.
Yes.
On top of that, they're in a dive bar with whack-a-mole with Pelton's face on it. And then on top of
Honestly.
that, they're older. Most of them are older people. So I feel like it's a combination of all of it.
I think it's a combo of all of that plus the fact that obviously I love Shaggy and Scooby, and like they walk into the room and they are petrified.
Well,
Like,
and
this
they're
is-
in like disco gear.
They're in disco
Right.
gear, which fucking rules.
Iconic.
But like this is a room of people that want to kill them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm fucking freaked out, dude. Like they're gonna kill me next.
You're an empath.
I'm gonna. I feel their pain.
Like, oh, I'm so scared for them.
I was.
That's very fair. But yeah, so they dress up to sneak into the party, of course, in their iconic outfits, and find Old Man Winkles, who advises Shaggy and Scooby to get out of the villain game. He's like, I've had enough. Like, he's like retired. He's like doing his thing. So Scooby starts dancing. He just starts being
Iconic.
Scooby-Doo.
Tell me this isn't the most iconic scene.
It's
in the entire
so
film.
good.
So iconic.
His,
Genuinely, it might be.
Yeah.
His wig starts like jumping with him, like it's like flying off his
it
head a
does.
little
It
bit.
rocks.
And then eventually it falls off. They get found out. Pelton gets found out. And they
I'm
get
fucked.
chased out of this bar.
Also, I think they did this same bit in the first movie.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I think they did, but just also, you know what? I'll give a shout out to the first movie because I'm shitting on it pretty bad. But I do love the bit of you just put a dog in a wig and everyone's like, "That's a human, dude."
It was
It's-
when they
that's
had-
the only
they had
disguise you
him-
need.
It was when they had him on the plane.
Yeah, I was on the
He
plane.
was pretending like he was like an old woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked.
So good.
I like that works.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden the wig falls off and they're like, "Wait a minute,
You're a dog?
what the fuck?"
I just love in this one when he just goes up to that woman and she's like, "You want to dance?" It's like, "Yeah, baby."
It's so good.
he's just like he's like so suave. Like where does he get it
good.
from? It's incredible.
He's got Riz, dude.
He does.
It's Riz, though. You think he's looks maxing?
yeah. Scooby's
So
definitely.
So maxing.
He's laying off the Scooby snacks, baby.
I think this is the second episode in a row where we talked about looks maxing.
yeah. I'm trying to bring it up every episode.
What would we say that Shrek was looks maxing?
Yeah, because he becomes
Shrek
human
was
Shrek.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay, that's fair.
he's looks
He is,
maxing.
Yeah. That's fair. I'll give you that.
It totally is.
So the rest of the Mystery Inc. gang shows up to the museum, and they find the rest of the costumes are stolen. So the curator guy, Patrick, leaves Velma, and naturally, the masked villain shows up. Uh-oh. What do we think's
Who
going
is
on
it?
here?
Who is it?
So Fred, Daphne, and Velma confront Wickles at the mines, but they learn that he is planning to reopen them as an amusement park. Right up my goddamn alley. I love it.
Shocker.
They have all their he has all their investors, and it's just an incredible scene.
I thought Nick's favorite scene is when they're talking about investors.
Yeah, I love it. Listen,
theme park.
That was good.
listen. If I was having conversations with investors about like Warner World, I'd be so like.
I know you
I'd be
would.
so in.
I like the scene where like he's dancing to disco. Nick
Yeah.
is like, "Oh, board of trustees,
Yes.
sick." Do they get dental?
He's like taking notes.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck?
As long as all my employees get a 401k and we could build a big roller coaster, that's all I care.
Dude, Grandpa Nick. Tell me he's not Grandpa Nick.
Yeah. It's important stuff, guys.
All the fun mystery stuff is like,
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Boring.
they're like, "Oh, we're trying to raise money for a new theme park." Huh?
Yeah, no, I truly I didn't watch this movie until that happened.
Until you were
what they
you were
say?
knocked out.
Yeah. But yeah, so upon discovering that Wickles hated Jacobo, who is the pterodactyl guy, that's his name, they conclude that he is innocent. They then reunite with Shaggy and Scooby, who have unknowingly found the Monster Hive, which contains a machine that transforms the stolen costumes into real monsters. How? I have no idea.
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Magic.
Shaggy
Scooby
and
magic.
Scooby play with the machine's control panel, activating it and transforming some of the costumes on accident. The gang then takes the panel before escaping. So again, we have this whole like montage sequence with all the different costume characters. They like bring them to life, and they're all attacking them. It's really great.
It's just, you could tell they're just like, what Scooby-Doo villains do we want in this movie? And they're like, just fucking do all of them.
Also, I don't remember if it was this scene or if he comes up later, but the big slime guy is just Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Totally
truly, that was all I could think about when I saw him.
But he's better here.
He's pretty cool here. I do
Also,
like
this
Bob.
movie was first.
What? This movie was first?
No, Bob. Okay, we talked about this on the episode. I don't know how well you remember Monsters vs. Aliens, but Bob is the little blue slime guy that's voiced by Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. Do you remember being funny, right?
I don't remember much about him. I just remember
That
the
it's
little-
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Fair.
How could you not?
My whole life, I'm like, yeah, that was like the best part of that movie is Seth Rogen
He's
as a little
lame.
blue ball of slime. He fucking sucks.
He's really
He's
lame.
not good in that movie at all.
He's way less cool than I thought. He also
Yeah,
has way
right?
less
So
screen
sad.
time than I thought.
He's barely in it.
He's hardly in the movie.
But for some reason, he's
very
like a core
strangely
memory.
paced movie.
Yeah, it is. That's
It
very true.
really is.
That's
So,
very true.
continuing on with plot, the evil masked figure, the main villain, which, by the way, his mask, iconic.
It's so sick.
It's really
So
good.
Genuinely, it's so sick.
Because most of it's practical, and then it seems
Yep.
like you have the CGI mouth that
Yeah.
has to
Yeah.
move, does it because it like articulates really well.
But also, I like that every time we see the costume, it would be very easy to shoot that and make it look silly. Mm-hmm. But like the way it's shot, it's usually pretty low angles, and he's high up, and they do good lighting on him. Like they do such a good job of making him look fucking rad.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It almost teeters to, in my opinion, like, you're not gonna like this reference, but it almost teeters to like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, where it's like
what?
the
Why?
background feels like he was comped into like a weird early 2000s CG background, and he has like that weird costume, and it's like part CG and part practical. It almost feels like that, but again, I think they do it well enough that, again, it only almost feels like that. But I think
Well-
they do a great job otherwise.
It's so close to not working.
It is close. But again, like you said, like it does do
Yeah,
it
they
well
did-
enough.
I do think they
that
did
you
a good
don't,
job. Yeah.
Like question it of like, oh, this is just eye bleach, like Shark Boy Lava Girl.
Also, I think if this you could take the same exact costume, not even like the makeup, like literally the costume, and put it in the first movie, it would have been ass.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have shot it right. Like,
That's
like
fair.
It is fascinating that this movie was made for less money.
that's the thing. It's
That's what I-
bizarre.
I don't understand it because also you think about like the actor premiums, like they in
All
just
got
the
a boost.
business of movies, they should have gotten a pay raise on the second movie.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming they
Theoretically,
did.
right? I assume that James Gunn is getting paid more for the second movie.
Yep.
I assume everyone that's on this for a second time is getting paid more. Maybe they got some like new people to like, if there's new screenwriters, I don't know like who
I'm not sure,
roll
yeah.
over. I know it's a lot of them, but like director, writer, actors obviously are all
Yeah,
the
it's all
same.
the same.
So I'm so interested like what happened. I don't
know,
know if
'cause-
the first movie just went over budget. Maybe they weren't supposed to have that budget and they ended up like needing it to
Sugar
complete
Ray.
the movie.
Sugar
Sugar
Ray.
Ray.
Sugar Ray might have taken 24 mil. Who knows? But it's fascinating how different the production quality and value is on this
It's
one.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Because this one does look and feel so much better.
Yeah.
That's why I thought
Yeah.
it was more. I was like,
Fair.
it looks way better.
Yeah, 1,000%. So Evil Masked Figure, he's there. And he and the monsters begin to terrorize Coolsville, awesome name by the way, forcing the gang to flee to their old high school clubhouse in shame. There, they realize
sequence.
they can reprogram the control panel by altering its wiring. And when Captain Cutler's ghost, again, iconic
Yes,
character.
dude.
Emerges from the nearby lake. The gang races back to the mines to reinstall the reprogrammed panel. The gang splits off to lure away the monsters, leaving Shaggy and Scooby to deliver the panel to the hive. Why they did this? I don't know. In logic of the actual movie, in the storytelling and the screenwriting, I know exactly why they did it, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Velma finds a shrine dedicated to Jacobo, seemingly built by Patrick, leading her to suspect that he is the evil masked figure. However, this is proven false.
She's got it wrong.
When he saves her from a collapsing catwalk before he is caught by the pterodactyl ghost. Now, I have to say, this was like another great sequence because she sees it. She sees a photo. She's like, my glasses are gone. I don't really know what's going on. She like has her suspicions. It's set up that it's him. Mm-hmm. He comes in. He's acting weird. We've seen him in past scenes, like yelling at people and being like very much not like himself, acting very strange with Shaggy and Scooby. And then immediately you're like, oh shit, like he's gonna kill her. Because at one point they like do a fake out too of like he like pushes her.
It's fucked up.
And you're like, okay, she's dead. Like that's the end. That's the end of Velma.
She's gone.
But then it's to save her. He pushes her out of danger, and then he gets taken by the pterodactyl ghost. But it is like a cool setup because again, like a lot of the show and also like the movies for Scooby-Doo, they do the fake setup of like you're led to believe it's one character. That's like an iconic Scooby-Doo thing, right? And then obviously at the end, it's someone completely different. But with this one, they like actually like showcase them like confronting him and like being like, okay, there's like more to it. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the show and in other movies, it's just like, okay, it's hinted at it, but it's not really like leaned into as much. This one, they lean into it more, and it's great.
Well, it's like a classic red herring.
Yeah.
And it's I think in this movie, I love it so much. To be fair, I'm biased, but as a kid, this was probably like my first ever experience with like a red herring. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my god, it's not him. I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. Like, it blew my mind as a kid.
So
yeah.
good.
It's so sick.
It
Dude,
was quite good.
Oh, this movie's so good.
And I mean, even the diversion now as an adult like works.
It
like
totally
it's still done really well.
Because even if you don't think he's like the main mass villain, which like he's probably not, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be that obvious. You probably think they're making him so shady that he's got to be involved somewhat.
Yeah, he has something to do with it.
But no, he just has a big old fat crush on Velma, dude.
Exactly. And a little bit of an attitude problem.
Yeah.
Just like a little creepy.
He's got to get that in check. But besides that, he's just a solid dude.
Right. So the gang confronts the evil masked figure and the other monsters at the hive, including a cotton candy monster, which is awesome.
Iconic.
Only for the tar monster to capture them. This is where he comes in. And prepare to suffocate them to death. Luckily, Scooby deters him with a fire extinguisher before reconnecting and reactivating the control panel, reverting the monsters back into the costumes in an epic montage with a remix of one of the original Scooby-Doo intro songs. The scene rules.
This is the scene that, like, fucked me up as a kid.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know because I'm not really a claustrophobic guy, so I don't think it's that. But I have, like, a weird phobia or fear, like this deep fear of movie scenes where people are, like, not even drowning, just getting like suffocated in like a weird substance.
Okay.
Like, okay, in Jumanji, I think there's a scene where like Robin Williams is either like becoming the floor or it's like a quicksand thing.
Okay, sure.
Like something like that where it's like so unnatural and it's just like consuming the person.
I
it's
also
just fully
hate
taking
that
over
shit.
their body. There's nothing they can do. Like it makes me like have a physical reaction to it.
Yeah.
So in the scene where like it's just this black tar is just go. Ugh, I can't even talk about it.
Did I ever tell you that like I'm not even joking. I've only seen Titanic once because I struggled to get through the end of that movie because I felt like I was going to like suffocate and die.
Really?
Because it was the same exact reaction of like I saw these people like almost getting to the point where they're drowning.
Yeah.
And I had a really hard time with that.
It's tough. But it's so strange because with water, I'm fine.
Interesting.
If it's a scene where someone's like drowning in water, I'm fine. But when it's just like a weird substance that it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It
That makes
deeply
sense.
freaks me out.
That has its own like uncanny feeling.
Yeah.
And then the water, I think for me is just because it's real. Like it's a real thing
That's
that could
fair.
happen.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna become I might become the floor, but
You might.
you never know.
You ain't careful.
yeah. Next time I go to California, I won't leave because I'm part of your floor.
You're part of my floor.
When you guys go to like get a new place and people move in, they're just hello.
Like, what's that weird bump? Like, it's Nick's nose.
Oh,
Don't mind that.
keep stepping
But
on.
also,
Looks
like-
maxing.
Who looks vaccine? He's working on his cheekbone.
Stepping on my jawline.
Yeah, exactly. But also, like, scenes where characters, like, expand. Like, when
Like,
Yeah,
Willy
that's right. I
Wonka?
remember that.
Yeah, like Willy Wonka, or like when Bruce Banner like becomes Hulk, like
Monsters,
stuff like
going back to
Uh,
Monsters vs. Aliens.
yeah, it happened in Monsters vs. Aliens. I'm like, I can't do that.
Or
like,
was
I'll skip it.
I forget if it was Sky High or Zoom, but where the kid like expands and then it like
Oh.
presses all of them up against the
Dude,
glass.
stop.
I remember we talked about that. You were
I
freaked
can't.
out.
There's also that scene in like Don't Worry, Darling, where like Florence Pugh gets pressed up against the glass.
Oh, dude, even in the trailer that freaked me
That's
out.
bad.
I can't do it.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
freaked me
can't do
out.
it.
That made me
That-
not breathe.
That specifically is like a claustrophobia thing.
Maybe
Like,
that's what it is.
I'm
I don't know.
claustrophobic when it comes to stuff like that. But the Hulk thing's kind of funny.
Yeah, there's the idea of someone's expanding like, oh, like it's like an unnatural. They drink like a potion or something, and I'm like, I can't, dude, just shut that down.
Like, I think it's like in like Willy Wonka when Augustus Gloop goes like up the tube. Like, I would be scared of that because I'd be like, oh, he's stuck. Like, that's so scary.
See, the
And he's
tube
like,
I have no problem
She's a
with.
blueberry.
He's getting bigger.
Yeah. Dude, the tube I don't give a shit. When she's expanding into a blueberry, I like want
when
to
your
cry.
skin grows.
Yes. Yeah. Ugh. It's like a legit phobia. Like I have look at me. I'm in like a defensive position right now.
I have to figure out what that's called.
I don't know.
What
I
is
think the
that
therapists
phobia?
have a field day with it.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Expandophobia,
Expandophobia.
for sure.
That,
I
yeah,
can't.
that's valid.
My point is
I
that,
share
like,
some of that. It's bad.
Them in the tar.
Yeah.
Like like
That's fair.
to this day. Actually, I'll be honest. I wasn't gonna say it, but I'll be honest, when I watched it for Greenlit, I kind of skipped it.
Yeah, it's fair. No,
I was like, I can't
it's
do
valid.
it.
Fair.
Listen,
It's
as
like
long as you're
trauma.
finishing the movie, that's all that matters.
Yeah, this isn't a space chimp situation. I
Right,
actually
right.
watched it.
I
but-
will say though, I did really like the. I thought it was clever, funny, and also like, it was an interesting scene where they ate the cotton candy monster.
I agree.
And yeah, like, because you know your expectations were subverted. Of like, you have this big scary thing, and they're like, we're not gonna run away. We're just gonna eat your ass. Like,
Also, such a clever use of Shaggy and Scooby.
yeah,
So
They're
true.
known for eating. Let's just
It's
make
great.
a monster that's food.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
yeah, because like
Like,
they
that's
don't
awesome.
really have as many scenes of them just like
Scarfing down sandwiches. and
getting
shit.
high and eating sandwich.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't open with them
Allegedly.
hotboxing the
Well, yeah, that did
the
happen.
van like in the
That
first
happens.
one.
Yeah, that's true. See, another one where I'm like, it's funny in the moment, but that does kind of feel like not an underhand joke at Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Like he's just a fucking pothead. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
yeah,
you don't have to
yeah.
do that.
Right.
Whatever.
But I did think that was really funny. So, winding down here, they unmask the villain, and of course, as we spoiled before, it's the reporter Heather. That's her name.
oh shit!
Oh.
But
Doesn't
in a
handle
weird
rejection,
turn
though.
of events, they rip off her face, and it's actually Giacomo, the original pterodactyl ghost.
Love it.
Also, just in the reality of like the real world, this is an insanely detailed mask of Heather.
Don't worry about
Just
it.
yeah.
insane quality. It's wild. Again, to the
Listen.
point where like her correspondent at work is like, we snuggled. Like, I thought you were real. This is insane.
If they do it in Mission Impossible, I can accept it there. I'll accept it here.
It's so funny when they go from like the live action footage to like the clear cutoff of like it's a CGI
It's clearly
mask.
CGI,
And
yeah.
I think that's hysterical, and I let this one slide. They do it a lot in the first movie. I let it slide in this one. Quite funny. So Velma and Patrick agree to another date. Daphne and Fred share a kiss. Shaggy
go.
and Scooby regain their confidence in their detective abilities. The gang celebrates their victory at the faux ghost. And all is well in the world. And that is Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. Now, going into final thoughts, Nicole, as our esteemed guest, I want to hear from you first. Final thoughts.
Okay. I think I can acknowledge that this is the better movie. Like, The theming is great. The story is great. The like look of it is so good. It's so like old school OG Scooby-Doo. The first one is like what Nick said, it's so nostalgic for me, and it's so silly that like it is very close for me. I think I would say that this one is better than the first one, but the first one has more nostalgia for me.
Right.
Those are kind of my main thoughts. The second one, great, loved it, had an incredible time. But the first one is just a little bit more nostalgic. The first one I have
it's
so
more
many
iconic
memories.
to your childhood.
Exactly.
Which is very fair. And the whole point of this show is rediscovering that and seeing if, if they hold up in the reality of what the movies are, but also playing into the nostalgia factor of, hey, we do get to rewatch these for the show. Like, what other scenario would I be rewatching? A lot. I mean, these ones I probably would rewatch eventually, but a lot of the other ones, I'm like, I have an excuse to revisit this. So that is completely fair. I feel very similarly. But, Pelton, I'll throw it over to you for final thoughts before I get into mine.
I will say, as a kid, again, like I said at the beginning of the show, these two movies very much merged for me.
Yeah.
But then I found out later in life that I remembered nothing about the first one, and all my memories are from the second one. And when I tried to figure out why, I was like, oh, well, as a kid, I watched a lot of, like, Boomerang. And my favorite show on Boomerang was the OG, Where Are You, Scooby-Doo?
Scoober-Doober.
Where Are You, Scoober-Doober? So I think, even as a kid, whether I consciously recognized it or not, the second one reflected the show that I loved.
Right.
Where the first one didn't.
That makes sense.
So it just didn't stick with me at all.
That's very fair.
So I think on, like, an analytical, objective level, I do say that this one is the better movie, but it is greenlit. I can fully admit that I have so much nostalgia behind Scooby-Doo 2 that, like, when you were going over a plot, I could go over this plot with no notes.
Yeah.
Like, this
1000%.
movie is, I genuinely have it memorized. Like, this is such a big one for me. I fucking love this movie. So, I think it's superior. Obviously, I'm super biased. But I do think, like, as a Scooby-Doo movie, it's better. As a movie, it's better. And this movie, I do think, deserves way more credit than people our age give it.
Yeah.
Fuck the first one.
Okay.
All right.
Moral of the story, fuck the first one.
That's very fair. Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. I feel very similarly to Nicole, where on an objective level, I think this one is the better movie. I think I have more nostalgia for the first one, but again, it's like ever so slightly more, because again, they kind of feel like one universe. I do love both of them. I think they're both like wonderful interpretations of Scooby-Doo. I think they're both such fun times, especially like, yeah, sure, the first one maybe doesn't do Scooby-Doo as well as this one, of course. But I do think that, we mentioned it in the first episode, that Shaggy, especially in the first one, really shines. And I think I would go back to that first movie just for his character. I think he does a lot for that movie, and I really liked him in that movie. So I would return to that one because I have a ton of nostalgia. This one, of course, it's a very fun movie. I love the character development. I love what they do with everyone. The villain is iconic. It's a great time. So that's all I have to say. Going into the ranking system, brief recap. We don't do 5 stars. We do a ranking system based on if we would buy it on 4K. Steelbook, that would be our top level. Just below that, we'd buy it resale. Just below that, watch it on streaming. At the very bottom, we'd never watch it again. So Nicole, over to you. How would you rank this movie on our ranking system?
I would buy the Steelbook. 100%.
Hell yeah.
I would so get that.
Hell yeah. That is, I feel very similarly. I probably would get 4K Steelbook. Pelton, I assume you're in the same boat.
I'm not even hesitating. I'm buying it the second we hit stop on this recording.
Yeah.
As you should.
That's
and also,
very fair.
Okay, just something to think about. We don't have time to answer it now because I know we got to go. But would you ever own a sequel and not the first film? Like, if you were in the same ballpark as me, where like, I really don't like the first Scooby-Doo, but I really love the second one.
I would have to really give that a think. I think it would be hard, again, because of nostalgia.
That's fair.
Also, I'm a completionist, so like I would probably want the whole set.
Yeah, it feels
if I was
weird
doing
to
one.
have Scooby-Doo 2, but like I really don't want the first one.
Right. Yeah, that's valid.
But yeah, I would buy this full price, if not more. I would give more money.
100%. Yeah.
There's not much more to say about Scooby-Doo 2. We really covered it all. So one final thought on Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. I can't believe this got greenlit.
Greenlit.
Thank you all for listening. Nicole, of course, thank you so much for being on the show. Stay tuned next week for the finale. Pelton, thank you for being the host.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Your last.
Goddamn.
Yeah,
I got fired
yeah.
5 times. I can't even get a thank you out the door.
Thank you for being on 85 episode. 85 episodes thus far. You're fired an 8th time. Actually, at the end of the episode, I will end on a high note. You are rehired because I need you on this show. I think we make a great duo, and I can't do the show without you. So you're
I'll
hired.
think about it.
yeah. I have to come crawling back.
to you.
I have to come crawling back. I have to do something like over the top.
Send me a robe.
Yeah. Right. Most fired person
I'll come
on the
back for a
show.
most fired robe.
Yeah. So stay tuned next week for the Summer of Sequels finale. We're doing Spy Kids 2, something that a movie that literally triggered this entire series to happen. At least in my mind, this was definitely one where we wanted to cover this. So very excited to talk Spy Kids 2, and we will talk to you next week for the finale. Bye.
One final fun fact
Yes.
to leave you on.
Fun facts with Pelton.
There you
Nick
go.
did it.
There you go.
That was beautiful.
He's getting used to it.
I want to leave one final fact because I'll probably forget I did this bit and I'll never do it again.
Oh, yeah. After that,
There's a
this
very
episode
good
is never
chance
happening.
it's dead. So one final fun fact with Pelton. Did you guys know that next week we will be covering Spy Kids 2 as the finale of Summer of Sequels?
It's a beautiful fun fact to end on.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
We did it.
I appreciate the support.
Well, we'll talk to you all next week for Spy Kids 2. Bye.
Fun fact. See ya!
This has been a Quaywood audio production.